Today I will be presenting a lecture on the contribution of tribal women towards their household economy. Many social scientists, scholars, reformers, philosophers, and specialists think that socio-economic development and political modernization is not possible without enhancing the status of women in the third world countries. Here, by status, we mean position of women as an individual in the social structure defined by her designated rights and obligations. These days, women have started demanding for equity rather than equality. It is true that women's traditional roles are thought to be confined mainly within their household. When we're talking about household economy here, economy is used in more general and simple meanings than it is generally used in the science of economics. Household means all those activities of the members of the household which generate income or cause saving. The household unit, which consists of man, women, and children, may show a considerable division of labor. Normally, this concept refers to that rules which govern the assignment of jobs of the people. In fact, women's work sustains society. There is no less true in the case of women in the tribal societies. They rear children, take care of the aged people in the family. They even take care of the sick people in the family. And also the toil in the farms, in the factories. They perform both the economic as well as the non-economic activities within and outside the family. But most of the time, the working hands remain invisible. Their work is taken for granted and their contribution to the family is considered as a natural outcome of their caring, nurturing, and self-effacing nature. Thus, their ability and indeed their inclination to accept outside employment has been severely constrained, and the jobs done by them at home are not regarded as employment at all, thereby reducing the national income as well as employed workforce, which has been viewed as an economic scandal. It may be mentioned here that the study of the tribal women's work participation and the occupational pattern is vital towards understanding the socio-economic function of the region. The work participation rate and the occupational composition among women and the prevailing sex disparity is different economic pursuits certainly reveals their economic status and the system of social organization in it. In fact, the working force and the occupational pattern among the tribal women of a region greatly determine the character of the socio-economic progress of our country. The participation of the tribal women in workforce brings in two positive effects in the society. The first is it raises the equality of the living and exerts an effective control on the family size. The main emphasis of this lecture has been laid on women, their role within the family and their economic contribution to the household economy. A woman is a companion of a man in all sorts of development, including her contribution in the economic activities of household economy. The woman in various roles as a mother, a wife, a daughter, a grandmother, daughter-in-law helps in the household affairs to boost the economy. So the household has been taken as a basic unit of analysis for studying the women's economic contribution. Household is a basic unit where production, consumption, and distribution of goods and services takes place for the subsistence of the members of the society. And here, women play a central, rather a vital role within the household, as her all works are mostly related and confined within the house. Household works are subjected to include everything which is done to organize and care for a family and a home, including all the regular domestic and social work and other economic work which is conducted while remaining inside the house. As far as the women's daily works are concerned, they are mostly undefined, and rather they are thought to be an obligation rather than as a work. Direct economic activities simply mean all those activities which generate money, and by indirect economic activities I mean all those activities which cause saving. In this way, tribal women's economic participation in agriculture, other occupations like teaching, selling things, etc., and the household activities are income generating as well as expenditure saving. A tribal woman contributes a lot in the household economy, which is a very important part in the tribal economy. They are vital human resource in the improvement of the quality of life, because earning of this women is crucial for the family survival and also for the improvement of the family in its totality. Keeping peace and good atmosphere, tranquility inside the family, inside the home is considered to be the female's responsibility, where God has granted equal status to both man and women. He has endowed them with different specialization skills with respect to their concerning fields. The woman often remains unable to manage between her activities and her social relationships within the family. This inability creates tension and problems not only for her but also for the other members in the family. This gives rise to role conflict within the family. In Orissa, if we see the picture, both man and women have different roles to play in the society. There is a biological difference between man and women which forces them into different social roles in our society. In past, women generally used to participate in the household economy, and they were generally doing all the other activities inside the house like home management, children care, and other activities inside their homes. And the man, on the other hand, contributed to the household economy by doing the outside activities. But due to economic problem that was seen within the family, both man and women were engaged in income generating activities in order to fulfill the basic requirements of the family. Now, women are contributing towards household economy both directly and indirectly. This scenario has changed due to the improvement of the education, economic empowerment, awareness, technological as well as media development. In our local villages of Orissa, it is seen that a number of women are indirectly contributing in household economic by performing different household chores like managing their home, looking after their children, and performing other domestic responsibilities. Both literate as well as illiterate mothers are quite busy in managing all these activities within their family. Housewives and other non-working women do good job at homes. But in comparison to working women, their position in the household is seen to be relatively weaker. They are less authoritative as far as the decision-making processes are concerned within the family. In general, the condition of the houses of the working women is found better as compared to the non-working women, those who stay inside their families. Some people think that housewives are more responsible, but here the case is quite different. Working women are providing financial support to their families, sending their children to good schools, and also managing their homes in quite a proper way. Women in the villages are working in different sectors. If you see different professionals like teachers, nurses, labor in the industry, housemaids, midwives, lady tailors, and business women. Now, if we discuss about the health issues related to the women seen in the villages, it's quite a pity situation. Women keep themselves quite busy at the workplace and they hardly get time to have proper diet. This leads to malnutrition and eventually this further leads to many health problems. The women striving for more money often work more than their normal time and they give less care and attention to their diet. While working, they normally eat whatever is available, so their health gradually deteriorates because of the malnutrition and also due to heavy work pressure. In spite of their health issues, they even do not get adequate rest when they are back at home. When we see about the salary packages of these women, those who are working in the different informal sectors, is quite poor. Salaries of the women working in employment sector is not good. Majority of them hardly get rupees 8,000 to 15,000 per month. It is generally seen that the input and the output do not match. They have to put a hard work, but at the end of the day, it is seen that they get a very minimal amount of money. It is hard to fulfill their basic needs indeed. The only consolation was that they are being paid and providing some assistance to their family income. Some of them were able to manage their household expenditures within their salaries. Now there are a number of professions that has been seen are carried out by these tribal women. To mention a few of them, I would like to discuss about the women, those who are working in the agricultural sector. Tribal women of Orissa carry out these tasks in addition to their normal domestic chores, but in this area, women generally work in the nurseries and fields on daily wages. There are some specific problems that are seen among these women, those who are working in the agricultural sector, that is related to the health problem is very common. Women suffer from many skin diseases, especially in summer. Dehydration is a major problem due to extensive heat and lack of water in the body. If women are doing work in their own fields, then they don't take salaries from their husbands. In case of daily wages, women earn very less wages. Let's think about the midwives. They also try to handle the delivery cases and also give medicine to some patients. They also face some problems like the local midwives are not so skilled in many cases, and they are not aware of the new technologies. So, in many cases, it is sin that they give some wrong treatment to the females. Actually, people also blame the midwife for any complications that occur during and after delivery. If you think about the housemaids, this is a very common profession that is seen both in the rural as the urban sectors. And this profession, women earn money by doing services for others such as laundering, cleaning utensils, washing clothes, food processing, serving, grooming, etc. But the problem that is seen in this profession is that women really put a lot of effort. They work more than their stipulated time period, but they are paid very less, and their health is also seen in deterioration. Embroidery is another common skill that is found among the native women. Many women know the art of embroidery. Rather, it has become a hobby and a source of income for them. The women do beautiful embroidery on skirts and dupatta, scarf with thread of different colors and beautiful designs. They also do it on the bed sheets, cushions, cover, tablecloth, pillow covers, and make all these things for their houses and earn a good amount of money. The women start learning this art from their early age. But some of the problems that are seen among women, those who are practicing this kind of art of embroidery, is that health problem. Women who stitch clothes since many years are suffering from eyesight problems. While running their own business, they had to face many kind of loss and sometimes profit, but this is all at a risk. There is no specific salary packages for this kind of job. For uplifting their business, women have to take a lot of responsibilities. To run business, it's more challenging than any other job. The other profession that is seen among the tribal women is nursing. In this profession, it is seen that women face a lot of problems, those who are practicing nursing, though they get a good amount of package to run their family, but they are facing a lot of problems, those who are practicing this profession. The first would be they face the marriage problems. Unmarried girls do not get marriage proposals because of the tough duty times. Married women are unable to manage their home in a proper way. In our society, many families do not like this profession. People think that dealing with male patients is not good for the young girls. Our local people are very sensitive towards our tradition and culture, and so they are very concerned about the status and honor of their daughters. They are even furious if their daughters go outside without parda. Another problem related to this profession is the working atmosphere. Many harassment cases at the workplace during working hours is also seen. Mostly girls didn't have any idea about the laws related with harassment, and many others hesitated to share the situation with their family members. At last, I would like to give my concluding remarks that women play a very important and vital role in the human progress and have a significant place in the society. They are not at all inferior to the male counterparts. They are capable of sharing all the responsibilities of life. Man and women have been rightly compared to the wheels of the same carriage. Women are afflicted with different professions like teachers, nurses, and industrial lady workers, lady tailor, lady transformers, and others. But I would like to basically focus on the employment impact on their families and also of their own self. What I found is that there are some positive as well as negative impact of women employment on their families. In the tribal areas, many cases are observed which shows that women are supporting their families by both the inside and the outside activities. They face a lot of problems while doing both the jobs, but they are satisfied because of their point of view that their advantages are more than their disadvantages. So we cannot ignore their sacrifices for their families by doing both the jobs inside the home as well as outside as well. Thank you very much.